Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to push more boost very easily. However, disclaimer, I do not consent for what boost pressure you want to push and if your engine decides to throw a rod or completely blow up. So, be changing a spring out of this little guy. You may ask, what is that? If you are a new person to the car community, that is what's called your wastegate. And I have an internal wastegate compared to some people may have an external if they have a custom setup. But most turbos come with an internal wastegate. Now, what this internal wastegate does is it regulates how much boost your turbo can actually push from 7 pounds up to 30 pounds. There's a spring inside and it's rated for a certain amount of pounds, between 5 to 7 pounds, 10 to 15 pounds, etc. At the moment, after I sent the car off or the ECU off to get retuned for the 500 wheel horsepower, I put in the 5 to 7 pound wastegate spring, knowing the fact that I didn't want the car to blow up, but I could still drive it every day. So what we did now is, now that the tune is back, I'm gonna put the original wastegate spring that came in the big turbo, which is rated for 18 to 24 pounds. First things first, we're gonna undo the lines to my boost controller, and then we're gonna take off a little retaining clip over here, and then unbolt the actuator and take it out. Now that the retaining clip is off, I can take off the actuator. But I'm gonna highly suggest to you guys, make sure you get another retaining clip, because sometimes you will lose that retaining clip, and they're really hard to find, especially when it's on concrete like the one I have out here. Now we're just gonna unbolt those two bolts down there, and it should be good to go. That's unbolted, I can just simply pop it right out. Boom. Now, when we're talking about internal wastegate actuators, we're talking about ones like this that you're able to adjust. As you can see over here on the threads, I'm able to adjust it to where I can actually have the preload set farther in or out. And then I also can take off this back plate and adjust different springs. Like I said, this one has a 5 to 7. This one's gonna be my 18 to 22 pound. That being said though, if you have a stock turbo, it may come with what's called a non-adjustable actuator. And as you can see, there's no threading on here whatsoever. And even this plate here has been like folded down and kind of like crimp welded to where I'm not able to take apart the spring or do anything with it. So what you can do is you can buy an adjustable wastegate or wastegate actuator for your turbo. However, you got to make sure it fits your turbo. A lot of companies like, and I'm not paid by these guys, but a lot of companies like Mamba here, they make aftermarket wastegate actuators for stock turbos for their placement, and that way you can adjust the spring. However, like I said, I don't consent to any of this. If you guys want to change your springs out to get more boost, that's fine, but I would highly recommend making sure you have some kind of tune that's going to support that amount of boost. Now let's dive right in. All I'm gonna do is I'm simply gonna loosen all of the Allen keys on the back of here, and then we're gonna start working at it. All right, so now I've taken all the screws out, and we're good to go on that. So now, as you guys can see, this is the part that actually goes into the actuator right here to kind of give it a bumper. You got your spring, and then the rest of your connecting rod that goes all the way down. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to pop that out just like so, set that to the side, and then the cool thing about mine is that all I have to do is slide down this plate and then take off this bumper here. There's a little bit of a lock nut on there, and then the spring will come right out. All right, so now that I got my 12 mil wrench, I also grabbed a pair of pliers, and what I'm gonna do is on like this hex area over here, where one of the nuts are, I'm gonna grab it with the pliers. And then this nut actually has to technically tighten. So we're gonna tighten it to the right, just like so. Boom. Now, all we gotta do is loosen this bumper off. So I'm still gonna hold the pliers here. I'm gonna get the bumper. And the nice thing about this bumper is that it's got grooves in it for the 12 mil. And I'm just gonna turn it, boom. Yeah. And then, boom, bumper's off. So now all we're gonna do, spring, slide it on out, new spring, slide it in. Then we're just gonna do everything in reverse. All right, So the hard part is when you have an actuator like this that has a heavier spring, like I said, this is 18 to 22 pounds. So you're actually having to compress 18 to 22 pounds in this. Compared to this is 5 pounds. So 5 pounds is nothing. So sometimes it's good to get a friend. For me, I think I can get it. It's just the angle. So let's see. And as you guys can see, just like that, we're good to go. While I have you guys still here, I just want to kind of go over different spring rates. This one being 5 to 7 pounds, 7 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 18, 18 to 22, 22 to 25, I want to say, somewhere around there. And then there's also a little more that I don't have. It's a red one, and that one's like 28 to 30 or something crazy like that. But if you guys notice, all of them are color-coded. So if you pick up a kit, like this one that I said from Mamba, it's going to actually come with a sheet that shows you the spring rates and what colors mean what. That being said, when we talk about this, this is pretty much going to only give me about 7 pounds. Has it gone over that before? Yes, it has. But typically, the wastegate springs stay in true to the amount of boost that they can actually push. So I just wanted to kind of go over that and show you guys the different springs. Sooner or later, hopefully, we'll be going to a red spring, but I obviously have to get a built block and stuff like that. But there's the different springs for you guys. So let's go put this wastegate actuator back on. All right, now as you can see, we have everything back on. I would highly suggest, guys, going to Lowe's or AutoZone and picking up a few of these retaining clips here. I definitely lost one down here somewhere on the concrete whenever I went to go take this off. So I was really happy that I had 2 more as like a backup. So I would definitely suggest buying some of these before you just start taking it apart, because if you lose this, you can't drive the car. All right, guys, as you can see, I'm in different clothing. That's because it's a whole different day. Currently, I'm under the weather and cannot make any real videos. I've been just trying to take some medicine and sleep this whatever I have off. Currently, I'm not tested positive for coronavirus or anything crazy like that, so don't freak out. But I did want to push a video out to you guys today, so I really hope I educated you guys on turbos and different levels of boost and etc. like that. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and hopefully I'll see you guys on Monday for the voice activation video.